It's very romanticised, the whole outdoors and pretty views and mountain glens. But in actual fact, most of the time, it's just sheer bloody hard work. When we go out, we don't go out to set a new land speed record. It's more than a lifestyle, because for us, it kind of is a life. Yeah, good morning guys. Well, West Highland Way, here we come. You going to say anything?
This is Ella.
This is Ella. Ella is pretty famous. She'll be coming all the way with us. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes.
Are we going to have fun?
Yes.
Are we going to meet lots of people?
Yes.
And do some funky things?
Yes.
Raise lots of money for charity?
Yes.
Who are we doing it for? Can you remember? It's Scottish Autism.
Yes.
Because what are we?
Autistic.
We're both autistic, aren't we? At the moment we're walking all of Scotland's great trails, totalling about 1900 to 2000 miles in total, and about 100 miles of that is canoeing, so it's quite diverse, takes us all over Scotland in all weathers, all conditions for the entire period of 2023, so the entire year. Well, the West Highland Way is just one of 29. I'm kind of looking forward to it because we don't think it is actually the hardest. We think it's going to be quite a cushy wee number. I think there'll be a lot more challenges with people because it's the most popular trail in the entire country, entire United Kingdom, not just Scotland. It's like 30,000 people a year. Graceful. Okay, don't slip. There we go. We're raising money for Scottish Autism because I'm autistic, so's Eve. Hopefully it can help, because when you learn more about it, you learn how it goes into all mental health issues as well. Undiagnosed females are 9 times more likely to commit suicide. So I think that's quite a big, stark statistic, and if we can prevent just one, then job done. When I first got the diagnosis, it took a good year or so for me to even acknowledge it, because before I would be like, no. And I think it helped with Eve, and that sounds really, really jacked, because Eve got diagnosed with it, it was kind of more a case of having to face up to it, deal with it, embrace it, because you never know, it might actually help Eve. But the thing is, we got this following, we don't know how we got it, to be perfectly honest, because I don't think we're that interested.
We've got followers all the way from like Australia, America, and when Eve completed Joggle last year, she had people wanting to send her wee parcels and gifts.
We get recognised a lot, which is really, really odd, but I mean, most days someone will recognise us from something, from somewhere. It's the fact they know so much about us, because of course I do write it and I do put it out there on the internet. It takes me back a little bit, because I like to think I'm naturally an introvert. Right then, hi there. End of day 1, and today has been absolutely epic. It's been stupendous, hasn't it, Eve? Do you like that word? I like that word, stupendous. It's been epically awesome. Hi, morning. You're right. We're all packed up, ready to go. Day 3 of the West Highland Way. Today we're going up and over Connaught, aren't we, Eve?
Yeah.
Today's kind of when we think the West Highland Way starts to really open up and come into its own. You start to see the views of Loch Lomond, we'll see the views of the Highland boundary fault line from the Scottish lowlands to the Scottish Highlands. I can't over exaggerate Eve's obsession with the whole outdoor scene. Even on her days off, she wants to go out.
Eve is an incredibly sensory orientated child, which is why one of the things we used to do when she was very little is take her out a lot, just to get her outside, to smell things, to see things, to touch things.
At least it's easy going up this one.
Easy for you to say.
Right then, hi guys, we're about, I don't know, probably about half an hour away from the top. There's Eve over there, staying on the path. You gonna wave?
I already
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. So yeah, we're nearly up there. The weather is improving as we go. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit overcast still, but it's really nice and bright, which is lovely. Power off ahead, Eve. I can't keep up with you. When Eve was younger, she was ill, like really ill, and she progressively got more and more ill. And she would go through phases where she would start to cry, but not like crying, it was like squealing crying. Really, anyone that's had a baby would know what I'm talking about. It was like squealing, not just crying for milk or for food. We went down to the children's hospital, took her in, and they brought her straight in and they got their specialist. And like at one point there were so many doctors and consultants and professors in her room, because we got given a private room because Eve was so bad, that I remember standing outside the room with all these doctors just chuntering away and poking her and prodding her. Put her in for an MRI scan and scanned it, and they found a tumour on her back, and it was on her spine pushing into her spinal column. And we got taken into the doctor's room and got told 48 hours she'd be gone. Whilst we were in hospital with Eve, Sarah was going for some medical investigation as well that we didn't really think anything of, and she came back and she'd been diagnosed with cancer. So that came as a bit of a shock, because we never envisaged that at all, as you don't. So we had Eve in hospital being told she'd got 48 hours left, and Sarah then got her cancer diagnosis at the same time. We started talking seriously about what life was going to hold for us. So we decided that we weren't going to prioritise money, we weren't going to prioritise career, jobs, and we basically thought, fuck it. It's just spectacular. How can you genuinely not be moved emotionally and physically when you see stuff like this? It's outstanding. And some of the best experiences you can get when you're out walking aren't the big epic Munros and the big climbs. They're the simple, easy ones that are accessible to everybody. And look at the views. I mean, they're simply to die for.
Still wet.
I know it is.
Which way around?
In?
Yep.
Good job, Eve. And not raining. Can I do the other one?
Yes. If you must.
I'd like to. But we've got these rocks, and it started off in the COVID lockdown where we paint rocks with rainbows on and hide them all around the local villages for the kids to go out and basically find them. It's just something for the kids to do, but it ended up being that loads of adults got into it and loads of other people did it, and it was pretty epic, and it sort of went into the national papers and all the rest of it because it got quite widespread. We've been leaving them as we go along the West Highland Way. We've already left some. Hello.
Ready for you?
Hello, good morning, day 6. Is it really day 6?
Yes.
Day 6, West Highland Way. We were camping on the banks of the bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
Bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
Hello, hello. Is that Mummy? Day 9 of the West Highland Way. We're all packed up and we're ready to go.
I can't wait to see them. It's been like forever, and I'm so proud of them, like, to have done the West Highland Way. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving them a well done big kiss and cuddle, and then go buy Eve a wee treat or something. So yeah, can't wait. Completely different vibe at home when they're there. It's so noisy and full of fun and energy, and it's brilliant. After they've done their Scottish Great Trails, we're going to do something together, and we're thinking about potentially going and exploring some of Europe, and just, you know, I don't know, backpacking or just going and seeing some of the world, because Eve's never been abroad and she's been talking about it for quite a while now, going and seeing somewhere different.
Are you happy to be finished, this one? Yes. And you're going to go and see Daisy and Pooh. And first we've got to kiss Mummy. Lots of kissings. Ooh!
Well
I love
done.
you. Do you want to take my bag off?
I love you, well done.
We've got to get some tongue in you.
No, you haven't. No, I don't want the tablet to see me when I'm toddling you.
Epically, awesomely, magnificently, wonderfully. Yeah, awesome. Genuinely really good, especially the West Highland Way, because it's so iconic. It's probably the most iconic of all the Scotland's great trails. It's the most popular great trail.
Okay, so what's next on the list?
Everest.